And that's exactly enough.
That means get back to work.
Boom. Bye-bye, bro. How is the EMB Hunter doing so far? Oh my god. That is a mistake, man. You had to kill a 1-1, I guess. Oh my god. So, you know, Mr. Rock, how are you doing out there? How are you doing out there, Mr. Rock, then? Oh my god, I actually faced a dead there, right? Daddy Suplex and Daddy Suplex actually faced another dead though. Oh well, you know, when you have a suplex actually in your backpack, I guess like a simple dead and just like doesn't do it though.
I can see.
Nice, bro. As I said, no god will save you, bro. No god will save you in this position, bro. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is my new recent edition of an FFU Buttons Death Knight. I know exactly like the Buttons was pretty good, you know, like about half a year ago. And the Buttons overall by itself was winning games, you know, it draws a lot of cards like by itself overall, and it gives you this kind of like, you know, a rainbow variation of the decks where you can actually draw a lot of different spell schools, like kind of like a nature, fire, and frost, and all of the good stuff. But you can actually cheat out in, like for example, Dreamplanner Zephrys to get like a holy or something. We tried a lot of different cards in this deck overall. Shaladrassil right now actually gives you a shadow and a nature, like for example, and for 0 cost, right? You can do a Shaladrassil, do a shadow and a nature, enable a Razzle-Dazzler and play it after. You know, you can do it like with a coin, for example, on turn 6, and on turn 7 a Razzle-Dazzler comes in. And a new interesting card of a Fyrakk that can actually do a lot of damage to the board, like, and kind of like can be your last resort, you know, which was the idea of a Razzle-Dazzler as a last resort before. And before Razzle-Dazzler could high roll and win you a game out of it by itself, now a Fyrakk can high roll and win you a game out of it by itself. Depends on how you know how long the game overall like, you know, will last. But right now, considering that the decrease in the power level, I guess the games might actually go past turn 9, which is why I actually added a Fyrakk here. And yeah, you know, overall the deck was performing pretty well before. Ethereal Oracle here is still like, you know, a thing. It's kind of like a card that gives you a variability to clear early boards if everything goes wrong with a Malted Magma, for example. Plus it gives you an ability to actually, like, you know, scroll through the deck a little faster, find all of those, like, you know, Corpsicles and other like spells that you might actually need. Foam is still here, like, for now. This is a brew that I came up with. I kind of think that might be actually good. Before, we had to choose like between specific cards to actually provide an early aggression and to actually get all of those, like, you know, cards that can actually cycle through the deck faster, like a Chill Fallen for you to do it after Brittlebone. But for now, we substituted a couple of Chill Fallen Barons into like a Foam and for an extra nail in the coffin, because as I said, the deck overall kind of got like decks overall kind of like got a little slower, so that is why we can actually probably sneak that in, for example, in turn 5 if we have a pretty good board early on. But yeah, I can see the problem of the deck being, for example, like, you know, you drawing all the late game cards and you might just, like, you know, end up not having something to play in early turns. But that shouldn't happen too much. You'll probably like find all of those 2 drops and like kind of like 3 drops that you have out there, like for you to actually do something good. Auchenai Death-Speaker is another card that was probably the last card that was tested in an FFU before, even like in the Buttons version of it, because you can actually get on the board early enough with a Brittlebone Buccaneer. Give your some like couple of minions a reborn, for example, Dreadhound, like and a Harbinger, right? And after that, an Auchenai Death-Speaker comes in. You have like a full hand if you have a Harbinger, like with all those like spells that can actually give you a variety of work to do on the board. And you can also like get a lot of corpses from a Dreadhound because you have extra copies and all of that good stuff. That is kind of strong. And considering that you can actually do a Horizon Sage on turn 4, you sometimes you can just like play a second Horizon Sage on turn 5 and kill an opponent off. Like that's how strong the deck was before, and it can actually still high roll like this even now. We had like some other cards before, obviously that were good there, but as it is for now, we just like try the new ones. And the old cards that were really good in these decks that were quite like dominating for me previous like metas, you know, they rotated. So like, you know, we have to try that out. We have to try. Didn't see anyone actually trying to sneak out Abundance Death Knight overall and tries it out like as a good thing, right? So as far as this right now, if you like what I see, what I do right there, if you like my like, you know, homebrew decks and all of the good stuff, if you like the decks that I showcase you guys, like for example the best ones out there in a meta or whatever, like, you know, high win rate decks that pop off and no one actually thought of, make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Maybe you'll enjoy the content even later. Maybe it's not the one videos that you will watch out there. Maybe you'll find like a little more appealing out there with a new recent post, right? But as far as this right now, let's jump right in. Against the Hunter. Well, if King Plush comes too early, before we can actually gather all of those corpses, that might be a problem, right? Obviously. But if not, we might just like be able to kill them before, but they actually find their full combo and all the good stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Fyrakk is obviously like too late for this kind of matchup because that is probably an Imbu. Imbu is kind of like out of the question right now, I would say, on the ladder. Because usually you can only kill an opponent, and that is a fetch, and that is exactly an Imbu. Okay. And that is exactly an idea. We get on the board like as early as possible because that is kind of like a combo deck. They might not have like something to put in turn 2, for example. Something like a Better Sanctuary might go off. That's pretty good. So we are okay here to get a little, like, you know, further on the board though. Now he's surprised, I guess. He's looking at the card like what it does though. That's interesting. Okay, Dreamplanner Zephrys comes in, which is kind of like good. Dreamplanner Zephrys won us so many games so far when I played it like a half a year ago, like maybe not half a year, maybe like 3 months, but you know, this can be a card that actually turns the game into our favor. Okay, let's see. So what kind of options do we have right now? Like we have a few. We have Natural's Talent here or Dreamplanner Zephrys so far, right? Dreamplanner Zephrys, like, you know, interests us only in a matter of dealing damage to someone's face. Malted Magma interests us only if you find something like an Ethereal Oracle, but you know, we need a Horn of the Winter for this kind of stuff. But I guess there is no better turn for us to actually play Zephrys, but the problem here is that a 4/4 guy is actually out there, right? What can we get to actually remove that stuff as a spell or whatever? This might give us a little more variability in the board, like a little heavier boards than the Dreamplanner Zephrys by itself. Let's probably go with this. Okay, this is a little better. Not that good, but you know, it's kind of something. Now he has to train into a 1/1. This will be a fire for us. Okay, we have Frost. Fire for Xeno. Well, we'll see, right? We'll see the positioning so far for him. He's only Conmas, obviously. Well, why not? We hope for a Bloodmage Thalnos, I guess, right? Ethereal Oracle. Well, that is good and all, but well, but why not, right? Let's see, maybe we'll find a Horn of the Winter here. It's a 4/2, let's go. Corpsicle for us and Horn of the Winter. Okay, that is a little better now. So we can do a hero power here with a horn. Can do a lot of good stuff so far. Not sure. Okay, let's go with the hero power because we kind of need corpses here. Right? We kind of need corpses. And let's start probably like doing damage here. We need corpses for a Corpsicle with an Ethereal Oracle. We can clear another Fluttering Guardian here. He goes for it. Track him. Let's see. Maybe he still wants to find a King Flush. Maybe he didn't find it yet. But I guess, you know, if I would crop the deck right now for an MU, I would just include one beast there. Just like one. Just only a Mr. King Flush here. 3 damage. That kills someone, obviously. Okay. Okay. Well, not looking well, I would say. Bloodmage Thalnos, okay. Well, it gives us options, right? It gives us options so far. Can do a Malted Magma here just to clear the board with a 1-1. Maybe with Hero Power 2. Not to waste corpses too much. I guess that is the case. Let's just not waste corpses too much here. And continue doing damage, I would say. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to skip a Horn of the Winter. I want a Dreamplanner Zephrys next turn and see what happens after. Like as it is for now. Like we have a lot of spells, you know. We have a lot of spells, but we still have a spell damage too. Well, it feels like he's still searching for a King Flush. Feels like so. +2, -2. Okay, well, it's not too bad. I guess the only problem right now with an MU Hunter is that you really have a lot. Okay, he finally found it. He has it, right? Now we know for sure that he has a King Flush. Marrow is strong. Marrow is really strong here. Can do a Frost Strike just to remove that Sini. That's probably good. Horn of the Winter. Oh, another Horn Buzz one. That's pretty good.
That means get back to work.
Let's do some damage. I will not go for Corpsicle right now just because we don't really have enough corpses so far. But as it is for now, we are kind of straddling leads already, kind of. Turn 7, we are about to kill him. Because the Dreamplanner Zephrys plus a Horn of the Winter is usually a GG, considering that we have like 2 Corpsicles to, you know, to finish him off. It's a -4 right now on him, right? -4 on a King Flush. So it's 5, okay, now it's 1. So King Flush comes in, right? No, he wants to wait. Okay, so we need to just deal 13 damage right now, right? 13, and that is 8. Well, that should be enough, right?
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Should be enough. And that's exactly enough.
That means get back to work.
Boom. Bye-bye, bro. How is the MU Hunter doing so far? Oh my god. Oh my. I miss that stuff. I miss a Mr. Buttons DK, bro. Buttons DK. It's been a while, my friend. I think that was the deck that I actually climbed to top 200 or something. Like, when's the last time I played it? Yeah, 220 or something, right? I didn't climb to top 100 with it, unfortunately, so I kind of like didn't have enough time and just like played it for too much. But yeah, that was a long time ago, bro. A Demon Hunter, okay. Let's see how it plays out against a Demon Hunter. Against the Hunter we got a win, and that is only because he went too greedy. He just like didn't want to go with a King Flush, scared off for us to actually kill it off. But that was a huge mistake. Those two are out, we might find a balance at some point, like, you know, refill our hand here. Okay, this is a nice start. We just need a Deathrattle minion right now for this to be awesome. For this to be awesome, we just like need a Deathrattle minion here. Is he able to kill like a Brittlebone on turn 2? Is there a way for him? Except like a red card. Don't really have a Deathrattle minion right now, so we are not in a rush, I would say. Do you play that cell? I'm not sure. We probably do. It's kind of like a low chance for us to draw a Deathrattle minion here, but if we do, we're still fine with that. This will still like keep him busy though. Plus that's an extra 1 damage, you know, each turn into his face, so... Horizon's Edge is here, but we need 2 drops, right? We need Dreadhound Handler to probably win the game. The leader studies, for some weird reason, tries to find an eye, didn't get it, Spectral Sight, okay, draws a couple of cards. Ooh, okay, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Eyes on the horizon. That means get back
Let's
to
go.
work.
Let's go, bro. This is much better. This one. Horizon's Edge is out there, so he cannot like basically play minions right now, but we'll see how it goes for him. And the coin here is tricky, like depends on what we draw. I kind of want to coin out a Horizon's Edge, and I also want to coin out like a Foam, right? And we still don't really have corpses here so far. This is a really good card against the Hawk. Hits him, okay. Give me another Dreadhound or something. Oh, that's fine. That is just fine then. Let's do this for now.
No wear and tear of any kind.
Another Brittlebone or an Auchenai zone. I really want to let Razzle-Dazzler in my hand, but I guess this is the pick. Let's go. And goes for a kill of a Brittlebone here. But you know, Auchenai Death-Speaker is still out there, man. Infiltrate. Okay. Not too bad overall. Still have an Auchenai Death-Speaker here for an extra doggy out there. But I guess it's a Horizon's Edge turn. Like, he missed turn 4, so he didn't have a hog. Or I didn't like feel like to play it though. Depends, right? He doesn't want to kill anything interesting. Okay, let's go. Frost and Nature are already there, which is nice. So Razzle-Dazzler have like, you know, 3 minions to summon already. Still have a Foam, and we have enough corpses for it to actually hit, right? So that's pretty good to know. Remorseless Winter for 2 is pretty nice, because it's kind of like a cycle too. At 2/4 that will not die. That is awesome, bro. That is a thank you zone. At 2/4 that will not die though. Okay, please kill a Dreadhound. That would be awesome. So. Thank you. Please, please, please do. Nah, actually not now, right? Nah, he goes for a 1/1. It's like he knows, bro. It's like he knows that I have another one. Another Horizon Station. Hold on, bro. Hold your horses. Oh my god. I guess a Foam has to go out. But he will probably clear at some point. It's a 1. Cannot like kill this sitting here right now. We should probably go with this and just like start here and a Foam after. How about that? Feels pretty nice then. Let's see if it clears out by itself. No, it didn't. That is nice. That is nice. Don't really want to miss damage. It's a 1, but I kind of have to kill it, right? Okay. Let's do it like this, because we have an Auchenai right now. And we kind of like it's much more damage this one. Have Foam for the next turn to finish him off. Hawk doesn't save him as far as I... like the last time I checked, Foam doesn't save him. I mean, Hawk doesn't save. Cleave Dive actually can save them. Can clear a couple of minions as well. Oh, not even a couple. Most of the minions. That is a mistake, man. You had to kill a 1-1, I guess. Oh my god. Well, I guess it didn't matter though. I guess whatever he chooses, like, you know, that was not that didn't matter so far. Didn't matter so far. Well, so far so good.
Versus Valera.
Yes, Rock is that is much more interesting, right? So we know for sure they have a Harbinger in turn 2, like potentially. Bottoms is awesome for us to find a Malted Magma, right? Like this is out, like obviously. Now Harbinger is a card that we always want to keep, right? Bottoms gives us a variability to find a Malted Magma if they don't come out before turn 5. Like, do we go for it? Like, is there a chance in the world? They don't really have like a Harbinger at least it was at least like a couple of bounces like before turn 5. Like there is obviously, but like is a chance high there? I would not say it is actually. I would not say it is. Bottoms is obviously like a really cool card, whatever, but. Well, now that we know that it's a Foam, I would rather have a button zone.
I see the souls of our fallen.
That's a 1-drop, so just like, you know, we have to like be on the board. Like we have to be on the board and like, you know, kill whatever he plays out. So, you know, that is what it is. Oh my god. That is strong. That is a destruction alone. Let's go. You can go for a hero power, bro. No, like, 0 cares. Prep. Dibs purchase, right? 50-50. No, a small bomb. What? What? You use a prep for this? I guess he doesn't have a web of deception or whatever it's called. Right? In his hand. Interesting. Coin into 3-drop. Oh my god. Dude, really? A rush 5-5. Dude, that is on fire zone. Like, we probably go for this turn 4. I don't see the point. Don't see a point. You know, let's go for hero power. I cannot like risk it like this and do Harbinger right now. Like, I would rather risk it for him not having anything right now on the board. And that is exactly what I call not having anything right now on the board. He needs 1 damage here for a Brittlebone to be dead. So it's fine. So it's fine right there. So he has nothing on the board. We have a Horizon's Edge, we have a potential for a Harbinger of Winter. We have a potential for a Foam here too. I'm kind of like feeling fine, but if he doesn't find like 1 damage, like if he does, that is a problem. If that's a dubious purchase, that is a 30%. Sandbox and 1 small bomb. Okay, nice. So what do we do? Harbinger of the Winter, probably just because we need those Corpsicles, right? We need those Corpsicles to actually hit. Foam is really good, obviously, but I don't really believe Foam is a really good choice here. Even a Horizon's Edge would be even better, because then it destroys whatever is on the board. That threatens like a Brittlebone here. But yeah, well, here's a Corpsicle. That is awesome. That is even better. Now we have a Horizon Sage and another Corpsicle. Next turn. Let's see what is his Dark Gift minion. If that's another Rush, or if that's like, you know, some kind of like lifesteal garbage, or Tone. Oh my god. 1 mana destroy a Brittlebone. Damn, that is strong. Strong stuff is happening out there. He goes all out. Bro, web of this, my friend. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that is nice, bro. Let's go. That is just awesome, son.
That means get back to work.
Please don't hit us 3-3, that is all I ask for. Thank you. Please don't kill a 2-2, and that is all I ask for. Thank you. Please don't hit a 2-1. I guess. In such games, that is fine. We have Shaladrassil for the next turn, for example, to deal some damage and do a shadow spell, for example, +5/+5. The only problem is that we don't really have the room for it. We can do a foam right now. Foam plus a Corpsicle next turn. It sounds pretty okay. Sandbox for a draw for 1. Okay, what else do you have right there? Harbinger? Don't tell me, man. Really now? You actually top decked the Shadow step. The only cards that you actually needed to stay alive in this game. Well, my friend, bro. Okay, give me a Ethereal Oracle. Come on, stop drawing, though. That's enough. That's enough, bro. And another platform to say, you kidding me right now, right? You kidding me right now? Okay, give me a Ethereal Oracle or a Bloodmage Thalnos. Thank you. Whew. Thank you, man. That is all I ask for here. Oh, and a Horn of the Winter. That's a game over.
That means get back to work.
That's what I call a game over. Sandbox into whatever garbage he actually drew, right? Let's see what is up. Okay. He didn't draw it, he just like bounced it off. Okay, fine. There's more than enough for us to kill him. So, you know, Mr. Rock, how are you doing out there? How are you doing out there, Mr. Rock, then? Oh my god, I actually faced a dead there, right? Daddy Suplex and Daddy Suplex actually faced another dead though. Oh well, you know, when you have a suplex actually in your backpack, I guess like a simple dead and just like doesn't do it though. Oh my god. Okay, let's play another. So far so good. Like I'm finally, you know, playing one of my signature decks that I played so much for quite a while. Finally feeling comfortable out there, right? We actually face each time in a new deck, and that is how, you know, that is how Blizzard have this, you know, a weird thing how to test out like how to destroy your deck, you know, how to destroy your deck zone. They kind of want to understand like what kind of matchup is really bad for you. Well, considering Dreadhound, kind of want like a Horizon Sage and a Horn, but for this to be actually good, we need a Brittlebone. I don't believe, right? I don't believe. Okay, let's just like throw this out. Let's see. Well, let's go for the one drop. It might remove, you know, a drink, right? A whole drink, a bubble overall. Or just like trade off into something. Like the more stuff we have on the board, like even not a really strong one, the better it is for us. Because we need to control only one thing against a drunk paladin. It's for him to have the least amount of minions like that he can ever get, right? That's the only thing that we actually want. He draws here, skips a turn 3. Okay, so he kind of like has a slow start out there. And we kind of have a good one. Let's see. Have a second Horizon Sage after, which is nice. That's a lot of damage, as well. It's kind of like 30 damage from 2 cards. Let's play them on. There's a Flicker, okay. We'll manager here, fine. No one cares about that stuff. There's actually something for you to, you know, to grant me this. Marrow here, unfortunately. It's not playable for quite a while. Okay, this is done. Let's do some damage. Right now we need a little like a few corpses so far, right? We need a foam out probably on like turn 6 if that is possible. That is nice. Kind of idle, nice. Holy glow sticks, awesome that he actually kills that off for us. Oh, buttons, bro. Well, change of plans, I think. Is it done? Yeah, it's done. Okay. So we have Foamrender of the Winter and Nature's Talent here, which is awesome too. Let's try to get a minion out of it. Any cheap minion is good. Discover spell spend too. Yeah. Silk Station or Ghoul's Knight. Actually, Ghoul's Knight is extremely good right now. You know, the only problem for us is that we don't really have the room for it. But I guess we're still going for it. That's a lot of corpses, like I cannot pass that out. That's a lot of corpses for all of those cards. Only NASA goes out, okay, let's see. 3 mana. Do you have another manager? No, just an Aegis, okay. Okay, let's see, no, that's another. Flashlight heals a little more, that is fine. That is fine, okay. Well, we have a few options, right? We have a few options here. But we cannot kill the buttons, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, because that is only 3 goals right there.
I'm thinking...
Maybe no, Marrow is just like bad. Marrow is just bad. Malted Magma into... Maybe we should draw something. Let's see what is out there. Shaladrassil. Shaladrassil is pretty good. Bloodmage Thalnos is awesome though. Considering that he might actually find the drinking card, right? Okay, so this goes in. This goes in. This goes in for 100% destruction of that one. Stuffy, let's go. I didn't have the... Really? There's so much time before him. That's fun. Divine Brew. Well, we have a Bloodmage Thalnos into Malted Magma here just to prevent the Sea Shining, right? At some point. 8/8 doesn't concern me too much. 8/8 don't really concern me too much here. Here's the Sea Shining zone. Okay, so we have a full board clear without a problem. What else do we want here? Like, you know... What else do we have here? This goes in. This goes in. Let's see if we have a kill. This goes here. We need to increase the chances. Okay, please hit me. Essentially. So this is kind of fine. Okay, let's see. Well, if he has an Urzal plus a, plus a Shaladrassil already, we're in a big trouble. But I guess he doesn't. Okay. It's pretty good. Sunscreen, no one cares. Fine. Okay, he finally goes for an Urzal here. Okay. And a Sea Shanty probably from a top deck, like from a draw here. Dreamplanner Zephrys. We can find the one room. We can find it controls a board here for an extra board clear. We don't really find like an Ethereal Oracle for now, for example. But this is getting a little like a little out of hand though. He had like all the cards, all the draws, all the heals. Yeah, getting a little weird though. Goes 9 doesn't help. Well, I guess that's a Malted Magma into Dreamplanner Zephrys. Like, what is the card that actually helps us out here for 5 mana? 5 mana. Only like a Frost Nova, as far as I remember. Maybe we have to do a Razzle-Dazzler as a last resort. That is 27 damage. Like, it's really a low chance for us to find something from Dreamplanner Zephrys here. It's just kind of like our last resort should be fine. It's 4 minions. Couple of taunts. Plus he will have like a no salt plus a letters or something. Okay, this is much better. Okay. No one cares about that. Well, here's an Ursal plus a Shaladrassil, not really. So he had one card, like actually there. I'm not sure I can actually outplay that stuff. Well, with a Fyrakk I might. With a Fyrakk I actually might. Ethereal Oracle. Not too bad, by the way. Ethereal Oracle is not too bad. We might find another horn. Let's go. Let's see if we can, like, we can obviously clear here, but like, I have a few concerns so far. I have a few concerns so far. Didn't find a horn, bro. For us to get a stuffy plus a horn plus whatever. A few options. Brittlebone plus Dreadhound is here. You find a horn. Let's kill that center. Oh, here is a horn for us. 10 cards. Like, we have to play something else. What do you want? What do you want? Brittlebone? Just like, myself. Let's go. He'll probably throw it back into our deck, but... Yeah, just like kills it, okay. Well, I usually forget about that stuff, so they actually, do damage only to me, so they're not, like, concerned to actually play that out. We can bounce it off with a Shaladrassil here. Not 100% though. I'm kind of concerned here, Only a Fyrakk can actually save us. How? And that is not a Fyrakk. I guess we trust in Zephrys, right?
Have you filled out the paperwork?
I guess we trust in Zephrys here. Polymorph. That's 5, 10, 16, 7, 10. Yeah, it's exactly lethal, right? So we have to do a Frost Nova here. Frost Nova and the stuffy probably. Okay, let's go. Let's do this for now.
My hand hand is too full.
Still need a Fyrakk zone for a full board clear, potentially, like, hopefully, you know?
Is there trouble?
Let's see if he can save us. Like a Razzle-Dazzler, can obviously hire a couple of Leroys or something, I guess. Yeah, he needs to play minions. Zero chance in the world we have like a huge board clear, so... Well, this could be a twisted Nether, bro. I guess he doesn't know that, right? I guess, at least that is like a challenging game so far. But when they have everything, I guess that's like, you know... So, that's our only chance so far, here. Right? The last time I checked, that is our only chance. Okay, let's go. And it's not enough, right? Nope. That's a good game. That's a good game. Unfortunately, he just like found everything, and yeah, we didn't have like a strong enough board at that point. Well, we had a strong enough board, but he had a Lynessa into like a huge turn with a coin doubled after that, like to heal for 8 from a holy glow sticks, as far as I remember. Or did he heal for 8 from yeah, probably from a T-cost spell and drew 2 cards, right? And he healed for 8. And plus he had like a Nimbu stuff, right? To summon 2 towns, and one of those appeared to be like a 3/3, which is a lot of stats and consumed a lot of damage, right? Well, quite a game zone. Balance is too slow against an Nimbu Hunter. Let's find a little better start zone. Let's try at least. Natural's Town. Ethereal Oracle. Well, it might be good. Might synergize well. Might synergize well, so. Because it might give us like a cheap spell. Oh, come on, bro. I'm starting to actually draw all the late game, right? Against the Hunter. I actually talked about it, right? I actually talked about this, and this can be kind of like a bad setting. We can actually draw all the late game. We have like a huge cards like Fyrakk, Shaladrassil. Fyrakk is never played against like, you know, an Nimbu here. It's like never in the world they don't really have like getting flush till turn 9 though. It's in second is there. Well, thank you though. Thank you game. Well, if we get a really costly spell from Natural Sounds, it's just like GG. We need, you know, we need to do something like, you know, till then, I guess. Because for now that feels disgusting, exotic already. Oh my. Don't tell me that it's like turn 2 find a king flush, bro. My god. Brittlebone. And the Empire ship spawn. Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe a top deck of a Dreadhound can save us. After that, like a Ethereal Oracle into a Holy Norn. Nah. I don't feel like this is our game though. I don't feel like I'm fodder. Oh my god. Just like getting worse. Just like getting worse. Oh, another Brittlebone. And we cannot even play Holy Nova here. And this goes in, and we have to sack a Brittlebone just like to save 4 health. Let's go. I'm not considering just like, you know, because I didn't see him hitting a hero power. That means King Plush might not be still there. Might still not be there. Maybe he could miss, you know. As soon as he hits a hero power first time, I guess I can plush enter the party there, and it's you know, discarded already. Well, you know, we have work there. Well, let's see. Let's see what it goes. Corners of Winter. Not too bad, but still not enough. Getting plush will go after Razzle-Dazzler as the game is over, right? Should be like this at least. Like, we still have 0 board like turn 5 against like a combo deck. What's that? -2, right? Okay. Tracking. Maybe he'll make a few mistakes. Maybe he'll go greedy for imbuing a hero power as much as possible and just like forget to press it for a couple of turns, and he will not like get an audio bot there. Maybe. That's kind of like a chance. And he will like, you know, find... Oh my... Well, he's ready to kill us turn 6, bro. Oh, you know. He's actually ready to kill us turn 6, bro. Like, what we have to do is we have to do this. Like, you know, that's how pissed it is. Cross strike with Corpsicle. Horseless Winter. Oh, the right pick here is obviously Stuffy, because we kind of like have a Frost spell and it helps us out, but I'm not sure anything like, you know, matters here so far right now. Is there a chance for us to kill it? We need a Malted Magma right now just to be played, right?
Your spells are tragic.
For this to be an answer for King Flush, like he cannot like play it on an empty board, right? Have like a full board. If he doesn't kill us right now, and he doesn't copy like King Flush right there, we might be good to go. Let's see. Let's see if he has a copy. There's nothing. Okay, that's something. This is a response after King Flush. Like, we cannot play it this way. Let's bait, I guess. Let's wait. Let's summon a fullborn. Let's summon a fullborn and force a King Flush. Like, if he doesn't have, like, you know, a copy, he might still not probably like do that. But in such a case, like, we are winning each like turn after turn, right? He doesn't have like a full ODK with just like a King Flush. You know, here's a copy and here's a GG. Okay, obviously. Oh my god, man. It was not a top deck, you had it, right? Well, I said, like, you know, we had our chance here just to hope for him not having like copies there. Because if he had a copy, the game was over, obviously. If he didn't have a copy, he could, like, you know, wait it out. Maybe that is why we actually had to play. That is why we actually had to play Razzle-Dazzler, because there was like a slight, like tiny little chance out there for kind of like charge minions, right? It was like 1 in a million, but that was a chance, right? That was a chance for us to win the game. 1 in a million. Nice to know. Guys, those around. Auchenai Death-Speaker is something I kind of want. For turn 1 at least, to play something out. Might actually play it out for us. But it might just like draw away some resources from them. which is kind of fun. Okay. And Nimbu, why am I not surprised? Huh? A couple of 1/1s. Okay. Ethereal Oracle, that is nice. That is a nice pickup. What do we hope for him? I would actually love a Horn of the Winter in my hand right now. I would love that song. Oh, that's a thank you. Because that can be an Ethereal Oracle into a Horn of the Winter, which is a really strong one. But turn 3 probably is a Horizon's Edge here, right? Well, it depends a little, but still. What is better? Maybe like a Buttons or Natural Stance, right? And Dreamplanner Zephrys or board control is fine too. By the way, goes for here part, right? Troll Max. No, he just spends like a lot of. He just spends a lot of resources, right? He just spends a lot. 2 cards left. 4/4. It feels like an Ethereal Oracle is the right turn here. And try to get Frost Strike. Cycles through the deck. The only bad cards that we can draw is like Horizon Sage. Or do we like go for Horizon Sage here? I don't know why Ethereal Oracle feels right.
Nature will rise against
Okay, let's go. I don't know why this feels like, right? Let's hope for obviously a Frost Strike and we get it. Okay. Marrow is obviously like the pick usually, but let's go for Cesarean because we don't really have corpses right now. It's kind of like gives us a corpse. Eliza is kind of like garbage there in the deck. This gives us damage and a corpse. That's all I want. It's 5/6 Hamu. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. 6 mana only, unfortunately, so Horizon Sage. I guess Horizon Sage is fine to clear the board, but that's don't really want to waste Mr. Big Guy, so let's probably go for corpses. Maybe Harbinger is fine too. Like we have a board clear, but I'm not sure like that is what I want. We have a board clear here. It's kind of like well, we can just do this. 3 damage. Well, we kind of have a potential for a board clear, right? Let's see where this lands. If it hits the face like each time. Oh, now we don't really have like a board clear here, right? So we keep a horn. That's all. And just in case like we draw another Ethereal Oracle or something. Like I don't really want a Harbinger right now. Really don't want that. Okay, that is all better. That's pretty good.
That means get back to work.
Come on, kill that. Thank you. Okay. It's tough. But he's almost out of resources, and we still have like a few cards under our sleeves though. Father Sensei is top deck, like why not, right? to give him like more resources when he needs them most. Like he had only like one card left and the top deck, and he gets specifically a photosynthesis to regain to regain the glory out there on the board, right? Well, that's a garbage card for 3-2. At least he got only one good card. At least he got only one good card here. Okay, let's do this for now. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. That's pretty good. Shaladrassil is here for us. Okay. It's fun. Totally fun. Let's get this in now. Okay, so we kind of have a lethal here now, right? He has to find a respawn somehow. I guess we played against all the tier 1 decks available right now on the ladder, like in this run. And all we lost to was Drunk Paladin that rolled like crazy out there, right? Okay, we need to hit into a 4-4 again. Well, it doesn't matter too much. No, that's a bad hit though. Do we have a lethal here? Say 10 1.
I'm thinking.
No, we don't, right? Okay. Hit face, nah. Well, now the Corpsicle's out then. Let's go. You have another photosynthesis. It's somewhere in your diagram. Malorn, is there anything that I can save him here? Don't believe so. Like, I don't believe there is any god that can save them though. Don't believe there is any god that saves them here. Come on, tab that, bro. Tab that Cinebrum. No god will save you here.
I can see.
Nice, bro. As I said, no god will save you, bro. No god will save you in this position, bro. Well, I guess that was a nice ride, bro. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content right there. As I said, we played against each and every top tier 1, tier S like deck so far. And we did great. We did great when we lost only against a Drank Paladin. And I am sure we can actually do well against a Drank Paladin too. So by the feeling of this deck right now, everything is kind of like on its place. I didn't like, feel like that some cards are actually out of the league. The only feelings that I had is that a Dreamplanner Zephrys is kind of like a a not really premium tier S card that I want sometimes in my hand. And the Fyrakk sometimes like it's a last resort, but when you're going for a last resort, usually the games are like either like over before, like with an imbue, for example, or you don't really have like a chance to actually do that. Like, if you're playing it, it's still a random stuff. Like, I'm not sure. Like, a Fyrakk and Dreamplanner Zephrys are kind of like two questionable cards, and those are two legendaries. You kind of like replace them with something much cheaper. Like, I was thinking about like a few cards in this deck. Like, for example, Death Chiller. It's kind of like a damage, right? Death Chiller was kind of like something that I wanted to try. Chill Fallens, obviously a really nice pickup. Like, you know, a couple of Chill Fallens instead of a Fyrakk and Dreamplanner Zephrys. That is probably maybe my next edition of this deck. Like, you know, make sure to check that out. Hit that sub button, hit that like button. If you enjoyed the content so far, you'll probably see something like this more of me. Trying out new decks, like, you know, inventing some stuff for you guys, like, you know, homebrew and all of that good stuff that you might enjoy playing. But for now, for today, that is it for an FFU Buttons Death Knight.